Pastor Richards, Elder Leonce, to my colleagues in government, Assemblyman Hakeem Jeffries, Councilmember Letitia James, to Attorney, so good to see you, to the music ministry, to all of the ushers, trustees, and to my brother Rickford Burke, to all in attendance, a very blessed and happy Sabbath to you all. It's certainly my honor, my privilege to be back at Shiloh. I'm just sad it's under these circumstances. I received a call from my colleagues, and of course everyone knows how to get to Mother Una, so she put me on speed dial. And I was really sad to hear about the violation. And I really consider it a violation. It's a violation of the sanctity of this place. It is also a violation of our rights. It is a violation of the pact that we hold between law enforcement and the civilian. Without that relationship and bond being strengthened, it creates a climate within the community of distrust. We have done a lot over the years to build that trust, but it seems as though there are those out there who don't understand what that relationship means to us, and so saw it fitting to violate that trust. I'm here today to support my colleagues who have already hit the ground running. I was in Washington, D.C., but there are those who are always on the front lines making things happen, and I'm here in support of them and in support of you. I recognize that there's a lot of work that we must do as a community to make sure that the basic human dignities and respect that we demand are recognized, acknowledged, and adhered to. I am very disappointed in what I heard the 77th Precinct did on this piece of hallowed ground. I'm just as disappointed about the fact that they felt compelled to run after this young man. And I see it as part of something that has been going on insidiously in our community for years now. And not too many people like to talk about it. But we need to be conscious of the fact that there has been a consistent targeting of our young people for just being young people. There's a reality that there's a practice called stop and frisk that is taking place in our community without provocation, without reasonable suspicion, but just because. Just because someone is young, they are male, and they are black, does not mean that they are criminal. And the statistics are out there. I'm not speaking out of turn. I'm a Christian, as you all know, just like we all are gathered here. But the numbers are there. The reports are coming out. There has been an ongoing frisking, stopping, and searching of young men, many students, just traveling back and forth to school. Many of our people are being stopped just because they're driving while black. This relationship cannot be a one-way relationship. We are law-abiding, God-fearing people, but we cannot be victimized without raising our voices. And so I called and I spoke with Pastor. I received a call from Assemblyman Hakeem Jeffries. And I believe that an apology is due to this congregation. And we'll work very closely with my colleagues to pursue that apology for this congregation. But beyond the apology, we have to make sure that this is the last house of worship in which that type of conduct takes place. We have to mobilize and stay together in unity around questioning the practices that are stigmatizing our young people, that are inhibiting their freedom, their liberty to pursue a life of godliness, a life that is fulfilling and that has integrity. If New York City is allowed to stop, frisk, run through the system, and keep a database on all of our young people, then we have not lived up to our potential as guardians in this community. We can no longer allow this type of behavior to persist and we just complain and let it continue. So you will hear from me about the next steps we will take about this stop and frisk business. Because believe me, that chasing young man was all part of a practice that our police department has gotten into, making every young black person a suspect. We have to end that. There should be a protocol for dealing with criminals and one for addressing law-abiding citizens. There's a difference. And let us not buy into that stereotyping, stigma, and racial profiling that is taking place. It is unacceptable. If it's unacceptable in Arizona to stereotype and racial profile immigrants, it is the same here in New York City. And so I just wanted to be here with you today. I got the word and, of course, have a very busy schedule, but this issue, this concern, this community does not deserve this treatment. Does not deserve this treatment. And so I wanted to stand with you, stand with my colleagues. I stand ready to be of support as we move forward for our apology, and even more so as we move forward to change this policy of stop and frisk, of guilty before innocent, of stripping of integrity and dignity of our young people. We must be the one to stop that. God bless you. God keep you. I look forward to seeing you again soon and being back here to worship with you at Shiloh. Thank you.